shot and killed his grandparents over a family feud.
Bro, how do you kill your grandparents, my dog? What makes you just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm gonna go kill my grandparents? Nigga, what the hell wrong with you, bro? Y'all see these two people right here? They were unalive by their grandson. The grandson, which is this Florida man that is 18 years old, unalive, his grandma and his goddamn grandpa. And he was sentenced to 999 years in prison. Let's get into it.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's
1090 J. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me.
In this video, we're going to be speaking on a Florida man that was sentenced to 999 years for killing his grandparents.
I just heard that bit though.
In jail after a family says he shot and killed his grandparents over a family feud.
Bro, how do you kill your grandparents, my dog? What makes you just wake up one day and say, hey, I'm gonna go kill my grandparents? Nigga, what the hell wrong with you, bro? Nigga just woke up randomly one day and decided just to go kill his grandparents, man. What's up? That's your blood, man. That's family. Oh, man.
Members tell us Unita Hardy and Gregory Merritt were
Crazy,
in their
bro.
early 60s. A family friend was also killed in all of this.
Wow, bro.
His actions, his words. Those three things prove to you, in this case, beyond a reasonable doubt.
How can anybody even defend him, you know? Even though it's the lawyer's job, still, bro.
His statement to the
Crazy.
police is credible because it is literally corroborated by all the other evidence in this case. And that is the same statement in which he confesses to 3 counts of murder.
First on my list to see is Jadarius Jones.
Jones.
Man, look at this nigga, bro. This nigga not 18. Bro, this nigga got a whole... Yeah, bro, I'm 19. This nigga got a full beer before me, man. God damn. But besides that, bro, this nigga tatted down, you know what I'm saying? Tattoos on his face, neck, fully arms covered. Wigs. This nigga don't look like he 18, bro. This nigga look like he 23, 25. You know what I'm saying? Old ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? But this nigga a young ass nigga. Crazy.
How you doing?
Okay, are you Jadarius Jones?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, huh?
All right, I have read the arrest and booking report. I do find there to be probable cause for the 4 charges against you. I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Mr. Jones, you've been charged with 3 separate counts of second-degree murder.
Hey, look at her right here. She like, oh, hell nah. Hey, my chart is not even that bad. This nigga crazy. She like, this nigga is crazy. Hey, she funny. She funny. Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. Jill a different field, bro.
I am going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Mr. Jones, you've been charged with 3 separate counts of second-degree murder.
Damn.
You've also been charged with
She like, oh,
a separate count of armed robbery. You will be held without bond on all 4 of those charges.
It was January 15th, 2023. At 12:30 in the afternoon, Jacksonville sheriffs responded to a home in reference to a shooting.
Right.
Arriving on scene, officers discovered 44-year-old Luther Williams laying in the front yard with multiple gunshot wounds. Officers quickly conducted a security sweep of the residence, finding 2 additional victims in a back bedroom, 58-year-old Unita Hardy and 63-year-old Gregory Merritt. They were both unresponsive with multiple gunshot wounds.
Wow, bro.
All 3 victims would die at the scene as detectives arrived to begin the triple homicide investigation. A search warrant was obtained, the crime scene was processed, and multiple 9mm shell casings would be found inside and outside the home by all 3 victims.
Right.
It was determined all 3 met a violent demise, standing only feet away from their killer. A nearby neighbor, now witness, would tell detectives she observed an 18-year-old named Jadarius Jones arrive at the victim's home in a black Toyota Camry.
Right.
He'd enter the home wearing a fanny pack satchel and once inside was confronted by male acquaintances who were already in the home. The confrontation stemmed from an incident they found out Jadarius was involved in, and a physical fight broke out. Jadarius was seen running from the home on foot.
Crazy, dude.
Officers would observe a male matching the description of Jadarius at a home not far from the murder scene. He'd be detained by officers, identified as the suspect, and transported for an interview with detectives. A search of the home would reveal a fanny pack style satchel described by the witness. Inside was a wallet belonging to the victim found in the front yard. Speaking with Jadarius, the detective would read him his constitutional rights, and Jadarius would acknowledge he understood all of his rights and signed the form. Post Miranda, Jadarius would confess to shooting and killing all 3 victims.
Bro, how, bro? It's like, what comes to your head, bro, through that situation? It's like, what makes you even want to do that, bro? Like, why would you do that, bro? Why? You know? And you unalived a friend, too? This nigga done caught 3 bodies. 2 of them with his blood. Grandparents. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how the mom feel about this. Where's the mom? Where's the dad? Let me hear some family members speak about this, bro. What about the auntie? You know? Uncle. You know what I'm saying?
These weren't just random people.
Right.
Unita and Gregory were his own grandparents.
Right.
The 18-year-old would be charged with 3 counts of second-degree murder, armed robbery with a firearm, and theft of a motor vehicle for stealing the victim's Toyota after the murder.
Stole the car.
The vehicle would be found in front of the home he was found at. Jadarius would sit inside of the Duval County Jail for over 2 years before finding himself guilty as fuck at trial. Now 20 years old, Jadarius would receive a jaw-dropping 999 years for the triple murder that ended his grandparents' life. In all reality, he'd be sentenced to life for each murder, with the sentences running concurrent, but on the court site it would say 999 years, 99 months, and 99 days.
Wow.
For those that have never been to prison, within the dorms are call-out sheets that would list inmate names, Department of Corrections numbers, as well as their release dates. And for the inmates with a life sentence, the year of release would just say 9999.
That's tough, bro.
Now these numbers almost seem make-believe, but for 20-year-old Jadarius, they are very real. If he's lucky enough to live the next 60 years, he'll have spent it within the 4 regions of the Florida Department of Corrections.
Wow.
It doesn't matter which part of the state he wakes up in. That Florida sun will shine every morning off the barbed wire fences.
And look, I want everybody to think about this, bro. This nigga is in here for life. You know what I'm saying? He's a 20-year-old man. He was in jail for 2 years until he was found guilty, right? Now, he have to wake up to this jail cell every single day. He have to see men every single day. He have to see these fights going every single day. He have to see these niggas getting killed inside the jail every single day. He's literally finna witness everything. You probably gonna get Vaseline in the hole too, fam. I'm just being honest, boy. Everything finna happen to you in that jail cell. You gonna get into fights. When niggas find out that you unalive your own blood grandparents, oh, they gonna want you. They gonna want you, bro. You waking up every day to men. I couldn't sit in the jail. I couldn't sit in the jail cell and wake up to men every single day. You couldn't get me to go to jail. I ain't doing nothing like that to go to jail, bro. I don't want to go to jail, nigga. Shit, I want my freedom. You know? Huh.
And the day he doesn't wake up, he'll be collected from his cell, body bagged, sent home if he has any living relatives.
It's crazy. He probably had no relatives.
Buried at the prison. But that Florida sun will keep on shining.
Wow.
And this is the reality of life in Florida State Prison. Another statistic and another example for those watching
Right.
of what your life could be if you make the wrong decision.
Please don't make the wrong mistakes, guys.
Now, there was a lot of information missing in this case that I wasn't able to find in the courts. Apparently, Jadarius was rumored of having committed a shooting.
Right.
That, I guess, is the reason he was confronted inside of his grandparents' home. Now, I don't know if this was an attempt of like hood justice. Like, we heard he did something, so we're gonna come over here and beat him up to teach him a lesson, and his grandparents allowed it. And then Jadarius snapped and ended up killing his grandparents and another man.
Dude.
We don't know the details. All we know is an 18-year-old turned that gun on his grandparents and a third man that was killed in the front yard. Then he admitted it to the police. Done deal. This happened in Jacksonville. Jacksonville has been the murder capital of Florida for a long ass fucking time.
Yeah.
A lot of drill rappers, you know, the Florida drill scene that started in
Young and Ace.
Jacksonville.
Come on, man.
The courts aren't gonna play that shit.
They're not.
When I was in the Florida prison system, most of the jits that I met that came from Jacksonville had 10 years or better.
Right.
And they were all in there for some type of a gun crime, whether it was shootings, whatever the fuck, murders, attempted murders. That's just how they're rocking over there. But for Jadarius, I don't see him being granted an appeal for a triple murder like this. And based on where the shell casings landed, they were able to prove, you know, through analyzing the crime scene, that he was firing from close range.
So, the fact that he didn't only kill his grandparents, he was 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4, 5 feet away from them. He was up close range and he shot him right in the head. Are you that cool, my nigga? You was up there right in their face and you shot him in the head. Your grandparents, your grandma and your grandpa. Are you serious? Man, y'all niggas crazy, man. Y'all niggas crazy.
He was right in front of them when he gunned them down.
Wow.
He knew exactly.
Shot him right in the face and blinked him.
He didn't play crazy. He didn't go the insane route. He admitted to it.
Wow.
For whatever reason. Signed off on his life. Basically just ate a fucking life sentence.
Wow.
Now he's gone. He's in prison.
He's out, bro. That's nigga out of there, bro. What?
Living that day by day from 20 years old to whenever he's no longer breathing. That's no life to live. If you've been in there, you know that. And it's sad because I've gone on the Florida Department of Corrections website and just looked up some of the people that I knew, especially some of the ones that I met that had life sentences. A couple of them have committed suicide.
I would too. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm in a jail cell, bro. If I'm in a jail cell living a life sentence, bro, it's like, bro, I ain't gonna be able to do it no more either. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna end up taking my life too, bro. If I had a life sentence, I'm like, bro, I ain't doing it no more, bro. I can't do it. I can't wake up to men every single day. I can't do that, bro. Not even a day, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know, you have a sleepover with your dogs. You know, that's cool. I'm talking about sleeping with men. Men. You don't know these niggas, bro. These niggas can unalive you at any second. They can pull you up trying to grape you in any second. You know? Bro, I couldn't do it, bro. I'd be getting in fights every day now, motherfucker, bro. I ain't finna let them, you know what I'm saying?
Because they weren't able to just
I'm like, yeah, I can't do it no more, bro.
Every day, it's repetition. It's the same thing. Nothing changes. A lot of people don't realize out here you have so much freedom to the point that you don't see what you have until it's gone. When you're in there, all you can do is wear blue.
Right.
The same blue as everybody else has. His might be a little bit nicer than yours, you know, a little bit newer because he paid money for it, but all you wear is blue. All the COs wear is brown. Those are the only colors you're seeing year after year after year. You know what I mean? You're used to the fucking heat because if you're not in one of the newer dorms, you're in the old school Florida prison dorms where there's just holes in the windows and there's no AC. It's hot as fuck. The rain gets into the dorm.
Man.
Living that day by day for the next 40, 50, 60 fucking years is no life to live. And I wish that the Florida Department of Corrections would let people like myself in with a camera to show y'all the realities.
Yeah.
To keep y'all from making the decisions.
Hell yeah, bro.
That leave you in there with no escape.
Yeah, bro. I 100% agree, bro. Like, you know, they should let people do that, bro. So people outside can see the reality of being inside that jail cell, bro. It's nothing to play with, bro. I know y'all be seeing these Instagram, TikTok, threads, Facebook posts of these niggas being dripped down, playing the game in jail. bro. It's not what you think it is, bro. Them niggas, that's rare, bro. Bro, 99% of the jails, bro, don't even play that, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't even want y'all to be in this predicament, bro. 999 years, dude. They could have just gave him life. They said 999 years. It's basically life, duh. But they didn't say life. They said 999 years, dude. That's crazy, bro. Hey, man, y'all stay safe. Y'all don't get in no trouble, man. Lock in, man. Nope. Man, that's crazy, bro.